You're watching Round the Bay Sports. Leave a like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Enjoy the show. I'm on.
You go first.
I'm Drew.
I'm Jack.
And this is
Around
The Bay.
Sports. Welcome for another Veterans Edition. Salute to our troops.
Happy Veterans Day to those who served. We thank you for your service. Shout out to my family, my mom's dad, and my dad's dad. They both served. My mom's dad was in the Navy, and my dad's dad was in the Air Force. So shout out to that.
Yep.
Yeah. So thanks for tuning in. Our daily episode Around the Bay Sports, as we always talk about, pretty much sports. So let's get to it, folks. We got some NBA news, and of course, we got our college football. As you can tell from the title, in case you know what that's part of the Cowgirl Bears chant that they do when they win a game, which we'll definitely talk. We'll talk a little in depth of that game. That game was probably bigger than the others just for today, just for this cow. But and of course, the NFL, of course, Monday night, that game, and Sunday night. Thought that was exciting, clearly not. And of course, the games happened around the league. So, yeah, let's get to it. So, yeah, the Mavs, they finally made up their mind. They pulled the trigger and got rid of Nico Harrison, now the former GM of the Mavs. So, at least they're planning to. But the biggest trade in pretty much in all our lives, Luka for AD. Of course, that'll be a trade that will just be remembered part of the worst trade that's ever been made. Because we'll see, of course, in the future. But clearly, when they made that trade, the whole defense wins championships. But pretty much, can the Mavs win a title? Can the Mavs win a title before Luka wins one for LA? But who knows? But they fired Nico. Clearly, they finally listened to the management, finally listened to the fans, and yeah. So Jack or Drew, let's go to you, Drew. What's your reaction?
I mean, if you're a Mavs fan, I mean, you're happy, obviously. You know, they've been saying fire Nico every Mavs home game, which is insane. You know, but like you said, you know, it's one of, it's probably one of the worst trades in sports history, you know, and it just happens that, you know, it just backfires, you know, and obviously we don't know the outcome of the trade. For now, it's not good, but like we'll see in the future. But like at least the Mavs fan the management just finally the Mavs fan, but at the same time, like the Mavs minority, I forget what's his job position, but like he admit that it was a mistake of trading Luka to a fan last night. So yeah, it's definitely the biggest mistake in sports history. So we'll see how it goes, but going forward, but hopefully he can revive the Mavs.
Since you say about reviving the Mavs, right now the standings are Luka's Lakers, and LeBron will eventually make his return. They're 8-3. And the Mavs are the opposite, 3-8. So it's, as you can see, not the Cooper Flag era on a little rough start. But of course, you know, we have Kyrie coming back from his injury, AD up and down. So of course, with the full squad, we'll maybe finally see the firepower. But right now, not looking like that. So Jack, what's your reaction to all this?
Well, I gotta tell you, this firing's been a long time coming. Honestly, if I was the owner of Dallas and I saw that my GM traded away one of the best future players in this entire league, I would have fired him in a minute. And I'm surprised, honestly, that it took this long. It still seems a little fishy that they just somehow got the first overall pick in the draft. That still feels weird.
We've had
Rather than being one of the worst teams in basketball. But I mean, they got a decent team now. But I mean, if you have Luka, you'd be doing a whole lot better. Luka's doing very well in Vegas. I mean, not Vegas. Excuse me, the Lakers. And
Yeah.
with Klay Thompson struggling, with Kyrie coming back hopefully soon, it's just not looking good for them. And Cooper Flag, he's doing a good job, but he can't be the whole team. And I mean, it's unlikely he'll be like the next Luka or something like that because those are usually like long shots. But I'm surprised for this one. I thought they would fire him a lot.
Like, I'm all in agreement. Like, this firing should have been was long overdue. Maybe they just thought, okay, let's see. You know, give it a moment, see what the off season does. They get Cooper Flag, and let's see how that rolls. Here we go, 10+ games into the season. You see where the record at 3-8. It's long overdue, and then, I mean, finally they listened. Hopefully, the Mavs fans are a bit free. Of course, that's spot in the heart will never be filled, but hopefully with now Cooper Flag, we'll see how his career does, and we'll see where the Mavs will be in the near future. But yeah, Kyrie injured, 80s up and down. But let's see when Kyrie gets back. We'll see if the Mavs can try to get some wins and see where it pans out. So that's it for just quick NBA news. Of course, let us know in the comments you agree about this move. But for that, now let's get to it. College football, folks. Another week concluded. We're approaching approaching rivalry week soon, but of course the championship week as well is upon us. And well, this time I'm just gonna tell you all the matchups and see what you guys, what's your comments. For example, I think the biggest one really, I mean, Texas Tech beating BYU 29-7. I mean, if you guys see any of that matchup, did you thought, like BYU, good team. So I don't know, like, would you consider this not an upset, but like, do you feel like it was going to be closer, or what's your reactions? Texas Tech up 29.
You're talking about Texas A&M against BYU, correct?
Yeah, Texas Tech.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I think BYU they've been kind of had it like a little easy, and honestly, I didn't really think they're that good. They were just very fortunate with how their schedule was. But Texas Tech was pretty much dominant the whole game. I mean, the quarterback didn't throw for that many yards, 219 yards specifically, 17 to 32 passing for 1 touchdown. But at the same time, your running back ran for 121 yards in a touchdown. And also, if you look at it, the Texas Tech made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 field goals that game. So that was a kicker game. They're just mainly fortunate because they got all their field goals and they made every single one of them. And BYU, they didn't score their first touchdown until the 4th quarter. So they're pretty much getting shut down defensively. And I mean, Texas Tech just played a lot better, even though it wasn't a pretty game, and Texas Tech led in penalties. And the thing is, the BYU turned the ball over like 5 times. So, yeah, I don't think BYU Texas Tech they're a much better team. But with these two in the Big 12, it's going to be interesting to see what that plays out. That could be the Big 12 championship right there. Either that or Cincinnati could possibly fall. So we'll see.
Yeah, I guess BYU maybe just a bit more tougher competition. I mean, Texas Tech has been in the Big 12 for quite some time, so I guess just bigger. As I keep saying, like just bigger competition. I guess they just got a lot outmatched. So I think 29-7. I mean, could be worse. But
I thought it was gonna be a lot closer game because I thought BYU has a freshman QB, so I thought I thought he was legit. And that could show what show how Big 12 is, and this is like BYU third year in the Big 12, so they don't have a lot of experience compared to like Texas Tech, so they don't know how to play a Big 12 team. But yeah, like Jack said, this could be a Big 12 championship, conference championship game for sure. But for now, it's cool. But it was dates back to the on lopsided game. But yeah, I mean, congrats to Texas Tech, and hopefully that we'll see how it goes towards rivalry week and conference championship weekend.
Well, folks, Penn State at it. You guys saw
Oh
that
my
catch?
God.
Yeah, honestly, like, I have to watch that replay. Like, when he caught the game, when he touched it, I had to watch that replay multiple times because I wasn't sure if he caught it.
In college.
It's one foot.
So,
I mean, that's one of the craziest. That's one of the craziest game-winning touchdowns I've ever seen.
Like, I wasn't sure this was considered a trap, but probably not Penn State. With their firing of their coach, seemed to like got out of the situation, but you can see losing. Oh, Indiana escaping. I don't know if it was white out, but
It wasn't wide out, no.
But
no, it wasn't.
Indiana staying on not the top of the NCAA, but at least in the top 5.
Yeah. But honestly, does this get a question if Indiana's like officially legit? Because I know, like they haven't lost the game. They're playing very well, but they team like Penn State has been struggling all year, and they've lost I think 6 games in a row.
Well, the next game coming up could be a trap. Maybe not. But we'll see. A game I thought would be a good
Oregon Iowa game was pretty intense.
Iowa scored, and then Oregon game-winning field goal. So just get the escape card out with that one. I was having a good season. This game is against Texas A&M. I thought that would be close, but the Aggies are galloping through.
Legit.
Yeah, they're
legit this year. Yep.
Legit. I think. Hate to say, I think when they beat Notre Dame,
Yeah, honestly, if Notre Dame wins that game, Notre Dame would be like probably. Honestly, they
probably might be 3 or 5. The Aggies would be like how Missouri's been doing, but fortunately, ugly lost there.
Auburn game to be going overtime.
Yeah, Auburn. I don't know what happened. They fired their coach last week, and they had it, and then they didn't.
That's literally the same situation with Penn State. They just fired their coach, and they had it, and they blew it.
And now these games: Wake Forest, Demon Deacons beating Virginia, but for Cal, you tell the whole damn world this is Bear territory, because these two just shook the ACC. With Georgia Tech, I know they suffered their loss from a gut-wrenching, heartbroken loss to NC State, but they're okay because they're waiting their opponent. The opponents was Virginia and Louisville, and you give it to the hot hand de Jesus, 10 catch over 100 yards. And man, if Cal can play, it kind of tells just the football program of Cal. We can compete with teams like Louisville or
Miami.
Miami, Miami
like you did Miami last year.
No, we didn't. Wait.
At least you competed with Miami last year, and then y'all competed against Virginia last week, so it just kind of shows.
Yeah, but Neil called it. We were saying Cal's gonna land a boneheaded interception. He's not gonna. That wasn't gonna happen again. And then the next game, he throws for like over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. So he definitely learned his lesson.
I hope he can stay. Cause I know all these transfers that just like go join Mendoza, with Cal for a few years, and now he goes to Indiana. It's like,
he
went to
went
Cal.
to Cal, yeah.
Went to Cal.
I know.
Or a big competition.
This is
Or big competition. And then
better
ACC
education.
is,
Cal. It's like, okay, damn.
yeah, so I mean, Mendoza, sure, he could kept. This is the biggest win of the season. I mean, we got Stanford in 2 weeks. Of course, that's big for all of us.
Yeah.
But that's Louisville. They upset Miami a few weeks back.
In Miami.
And in Miami, it's like, wait, you beat Miami, but then you lose to Cal. Virginia, I mean, they just, not this time, because Wake Forest had SMU. They fought well. They lost. I mean, Virginia and SMU may have 2 different styles of play, but Wake Forest, they shook the ACC. Now this just made it capsized it, because Louisville now, they got Clemson Friday night, and then I think I don't know what the last game will be, but they got Clemson.
Probably Kentucky, right?
Yeah, it's Kentucky. So it's like Kentucky as an SEC opponent. No, their season's not been too well, but SEC going an ACC school, the competition might be a bit different, but it's just the chances now for Louisville and Virginia could be a bit slim. But I think one of those two, I mean, SMU, I mean, you could say them. They could just take it and take on Georgia Tech for the ACC. But who knows? But Louisville had a lot of champion aspirations, but now with this loss, it's for Virginia. I think for Virginia, I don't know what's their chances, but I saw some meme jokes of like, their chance of being in the playoffs might just collapse. So, yeah, I mean, what's with these two, what do you think hurts the most as for them being a ranked opponent?
Ooh.
Is it Cal being Louisville or Wake Forest?
I think Cal being Louisville is because you're a higher rank and it took you to overtime, which is kind of embarrassing to see as a, no, I wouldn't say embarrassing, but like, you didn't exceed your expectation, and like, and like you said, Cal they just wanted more, and respect to the QB,
Because with Virginia, QB on that pick 6, man, it always hurts. So it's like the mistakes.
It was a bad throw, but I mean, I'm pretty impressed. I'm pretty impressed with Cal, honestly, because the thing about Cal is they went into a ranked opponent's house, their house,
yep.
and they just come away with a victory in overtime. That's great for Cal. I don't know, I think I'm not sure the last time they beat a ranked team. It may have been actually against Notre Dame.
No, it's not Notre Dame. I'll check that. But go on.
But I mean, just going to a ranked opponent, they're number 15 in the country.
They were 15.
They came in, they were doubted the entire game. They're not going to win this.
They were a 21-point underdog, or 25, I think. No, 21. One of the. It was 20 plus under.
It's 20 plus, yeah.
For Cal to come into an opponent's house and play like this is very impressive. And I don't know who else they play ranked for the rest of the year because it always changes.
They played Virginia last week.
I do expect them to start winning more after this.
I know the
Right
now,
they got
all
the third year in a row.
Yeah, they just gotta keep winning. If you can beat Louisville, you can beat anybody. But if you think that, then keep going.
Yeah, the other notable upset was actually beating number 8 Washington State in 2017, and then go a little further to 2012.
I mean, what's the last time like Cal
Being-
won like a ranked game? I think it was against Notre Dame.
Against Oregon.
Oh, Oregon.
When did they beat Notre Dame? I thought that was like
That's really drawing some history there. Let's talk about Stanford beating Notre Dame. Then you see the matchup for Notre Dame routing the Navy, and Bama winning 29 over LSU.
I guess no. I'm thinking of Marshall.
It's yeah, Marshall or
Or Northern Illinois.
yeah.
No. We don't talk about it.
Okay.
But I do remember Marshall. Yes.
But I mean, Cal, man, round of applause. I'm telling you, if they play like that,
If they play like that against
If they-
against Virginia and they win back-to-back games ranked, they might be ranked. They might be like almost at the rankings.
I don't know, because usually ranking is based on just like they look at your schedule and it's like, yeah, you know, you beat Louisville and Virginia, but that I don't know that will be considered being ranked. Speaking of that, wait, did I not see that? Oh, interesting. Oh, sorry, with the one we were searching, it's not showing it. Wisconsin beat Washington
Oh yeah.
with the first Big
Yeah.
Ten win. I know Washington just got in the top 25, but they've been a good team. And finally, Wisconsin got a ranked win.
Yeah, great for Wisconsin. Like Washington was just in the top ranking, like in the top 25. Now they're out of the top 25.
Now they're out. So I wonder, you think they can do that again? As we look, can Louisville? Let's do our rapid fire picks here. Of course, with the big
Okay.
games. I mean, Clemson, Louisville. I mean, that might be a. I know Sweeney not having the best season in his career, but you think Louisville will bounce back?
They're playing.
Friday
Clemson.
night hosting Clemson.
Yeah, they should be able to beat Clemson.
Yeah, I
Clemson
think
sucks.
they'll bounce back for
Minnesota and Oregon. That's a pretty
sure.
good
Not a
one.
bad game.
26-point favorite. And now Wisconsin. Got to go to Indiana.
Good luck with
Is this a trap
that. For who?
for Indiana? Is this considered a trap game or no?
I don't think so. I mean,
Is this in the
Indiana.
content?
Okay. No one else is gonna really say this, but I'm gonna be the guy to say it.
What?
Right.
Is Indiana really a top 5, like top 3 college football team?
Are you thinking?
Tell me at least 2 opponents where have been concerning where they like deserve to be. But who else have you beaten besides that? You've beaten Old Dominion, Kansas State, Indiana State, Maryland, Penn State, UCLA, Michigan, Iowa. Illinois. Yeah, sure, they're ranked 9, but you blew them up.
Iowa is a good team. I mean, yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not trying to be a hater. Like, I'm not
Yeah,
trying to be a hater.
I see
Indiana
what you're saying.
has one of the greatest turnaround
I
college teams I have ever
I
seen.
think it's just that upset, winning by 10 on the road in Eugene of all places, in the West
like
Coast.
that isn't like yes, that is impressive. And like Notre Dame, they haven't they had their 2 struggles, and yeah, I get that. But they're trying to
Ooh.
get up. But also, don't you notice how the top 5 Alabama, Georgia? Did anyone realize that all 5 of those teams are red?
Oh my!
Weird coincidence.
Conspiracy.
There's
Oh,
this is
6.
the funny thing.
6 is
But I mean, I don't think Indiana should honestly be number
All right,
2. I know they're playing great. I just
who do
don't
you
think
think
they
should
should
be in
be number
2?
Texas A&M. Probably at 3 or 4.
3.
Yeah, 3 max.
I'll say 3.
Not 2. Because when push comes to shove, and once the Big Ten championship game happens between Ohio State and Indiana, most of the people are going to bet on Ohio State to win that game.
I don't know.
Because
I
Ohio
don't think
State,
about Ohio State.
they show no signs of
They-
slowing down for their games.
I get that.
You think they're losing to Michigan?
Well, they definitely lose to Michigan. That's a fact.
What? You're saying Ohio State is losing to Michigan?
Have you seen?
You're saying that's going to happen again.
You think that's happening again for 5 years in a row?
Juan Jones commenting, Indiana is a pretender, just like last year. I mean, Notre Dame did beat the pants off them in the playoffs, but
Another story.
I mean, did they use that as their motivation to play very well?
Probably.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It's kind of weird though how the top 5, 6 teams actually are all red teams. That's weird.
7 or 8. 7 out of 8 teams are red.
Yeah, that's literally insane.
Let me just look at Ohio State.
They play Texas. They beat Texas. They beat at Illinois, at Washington.
Okay, like
USC's in the Big Ten.
here's the other thing. So Ohio State, of course, they beat Texas. That was just scripted to happen. They destroy Grambling State, obliterate Ohio. I mean, Washington got just. I feel bad. Like, sure, okay, got Washington. Minnesota, I mean, they obliterate them 42-3. It's like in Illinois, of course, Wisconsin. Don't forget about that. Penn State, I feel like that might have been. I mean, the end of the year with UCLA, Rutgers, and then Michigan.
At Michigan.
At Michigan.
So you think Ohio State could play Rutgers?
Pull up the upset.
Hey, you want to get a bad?
Hey,
you want to get a bad education?
Yeah.
You go to Rutgers. I'm just gonna say that to people.
Like, if they get upset again, that way, of course, we'll have Ohio State, Indiana for the Big Ten. And then when it comes to the championship, college football, there's always a new champion.
Yeah.
We never really see back-to-backs that often anymore.
Yeah.
I mean,
Georgia went back to back.
Oh, yeah, Georgia did.
When?
2022 and 2023, where they obliterated TCU 65-7.
I forgot TCU was good at one point. Now they're just completely forgotten about.
You know the coach of that? You know about that TCU coach? You know what team he coached for?
Cal.
He coached for Cal.
He coached for Cal. Goes to TCU and try to win a championship.
Coach like that. Coach stays. Mendoza doesn't go anywhere and stays for Cal instead of going to Indiana.
Goes to Indiana.
Cal would actually be a very solid team if they stayed.
I mean,
but let's go to the predictions.
Predictions, but like Indiana, I mean, seems like Wander agrees to Jack. For people that are watching, what are your thoughts of Indiana? Do you feel like being number 2 just feels like? What do you think? Like, do they deserve that 2 spot?
I think it should be number 3.
Yeah, I think it's special treatment, but that's just me.
I need that 3 for me.
Because Texas A&M has actually proved themselves. They played against like Notre Dame, and they played well.
Ohio State, they beat Texas, and then like what? Washington, Illinois, Minnesota. It's like
at Wisconsin.
I've always had the belief that teams that have beaten ranked opponents should be higher ranked than. Yeah, that's it.
The opponent they beat was Texas.
That's
it.
Well, Illinois was ranked.
Are you saying Ohio State or are you saying Indiana?
Ohio State.
Because Indiana's played 2 ranked teams and they've won both. But Illinois.
Ohio State only.
Yeah, but then like obliterated in like 50. So I mean, I'll kind of give Indiana that, but at the same time, like Ohio State. I mean, Ohio State is
Yeah, I said Ohio State. Don't get
they won the championship, but
don't get me wrong with that. But when it comes to the November 29th game, we'll see what
9
happens.
a.m. by the way.
9 a.m. I'll be driving.
Big new game.
I'll be driving back from
Indiana.
Yeah, Wisconsin, Indiana. It's not really a trap game. I don't know what the spread is. Probably like.
yeah, I guess I'll just go with
I'm going to
Indiana.
Indiana.
I'm gonna roll.
I'm gonna go with Indiana. I'm gonna go with Indiana.
Yeah, you guys go with Indiana. I'm gonna go with my team. Of course, it's never.
Okay.
Arizona, Cincinnati.
I got Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
I'm gonna go with my cousins. South Carolina, the Aggies.
It could be a
I
trap.
that'll
I mean,
a good
it
game.
can be
That'll
a trap game, but I think the Aggies got it.
All right, let's just before we go to the Notre Dame game, let's go through all the other.
Apparently, USC fake punted, and the guy with the same number as the punt kicker. So they might get
Iowa
fined.
over USC.
I got Iowa. USC sucks.
But let's go with Iowa. Because yeah, like,
The fact that they're still ranked is a disgrace.
Could Virginia bounce back? I mean, Duke's a pretty good team.
I got Virginia. They're gonna have a bounce back week.
all right, we're good.
All for Virginia. All right.
Well, that's
Oklahoma.
a
I
good
got
game.
Oklahoma. I got
That's a-
Oklahoma. I'm gonna go with Alabama.
Yeah, this
All right.
Alabama.
I mean, Bama's been like. Here's the thing
Also,
for Bama.
For Notre Dame to be higher ranked, you need Alabama to lose.
For Bama though,
You absolutely
because like it was a bit shaky, you know, but they're now starting to like. Of course, the Saban era will always be remembered, but at least it's like okay, we're seeing that Bama team we all know about of how they dominate and take over. So we're seeing that now because it took a bit, but they finally got the tide rolling.
And it beat Georgia at Georgia. So
So anyway, all right.
yeah.
I mean, look at the rankings. Heck, James Madison, congrats. I mean, they get a spot in the top 25. Could NC State beat Miami? They beat, and now they got Miami on the road. But
Hopefully. I'm hopeful, but
real hopeful. Who's feeling?
I'm feeling hopeful. I'm just like I hope that happens, but like
Which game were you talking about? You were talking about UFC.
NC State, Miami.
I'm hopeful, but I
I
think
got
Miami's got it. Miami got it for sure.
I mean, Miami sends that up to Louisville. They're trying to get back at least to the top 10, but sitting at the top, I'll roll with Miami. For New Mexico State, like, come on now, really? SEC hosting?
That's like when the Citadel played.
That was
against
last
Ole Miss.
week.
It's like what?
How was that? It's like Tennessee against New Mexico State. Like, come on now.
Tennessee. Moving on.
Well, no, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I hate when those, like, certain games, like Citadel, it's like, come on. Like, Texas A&M getting Samford next week. Like, come on. Anyway, well, I guess I think these two will be good.
Oh yeah, that for sure is gonna be.
I think Ole Miss against Florida could be interesting.
That we'll see. I mean, Florida having the most upright season they hope for. Their QB is an NFL prospect, I heard. So, not sure where his rankings are at this time when it comes to that. But yeah, maybe Baylor and Utah is interesting. But yeah, Archie, assuming he's still starting, going to Georgia.
I got Texas.
Because Texas, they've always been the Big 12. Now they're in the SEC. And
Yeah,
it's the first time taking
also
sport.
go to lose.
Everything.
Yeah, let's go Texas.
And then I thought this one, another interesting one: TCU, BYU.
I think BYU will bounce back.
That'd be a good game to watch. But let's get to it, folks. College football game day has picked to go to good old Pittsburgh as the Irish and now the Pitt Panthers collide.
Yeah,
This is a good one.
It's the first time the college game day is hosted like in Pitt.
That's some interesting facts. But like Pitt and Notre Dame. This is going to be a pretty interesting
But obviously,
one.
I'm going Notre Dame.
I'm Notre Dame, but
I mean, CJ, like when 2027 hits, I think CJ Carr might be one of the biggest names that possibly goes to the draft.
I know you've been hard on him. So what do you?
But now I'm starting to get a little like soft on him because he's playing better, and he has been turning over the ball, which is good. And Jeremiah Love, I think, should be the possibly number one consideration for Heisman Trophy winner. Because the way that Jeremiah Love, over the place, he literally stumbled on top like a couple guys, and he still goes on them, and he still scores like a 50-plus yard touchdown.
Yeah,
It's just insane. The way he's just been playing has been perfect. And honestly, I think he's going to be definitely a first-round pick in the next draft, NFL draft.
I think
April.
I'm assuming that as well. So yeah, I mean,
So whoever needs a running back,
we need a running back. But I don't know what
Price is a name to look out for. And so we go to NFL.
I'm just going to check it real quick. Wow. Okay, that's the spread. Okay. They think it's been a pretty close one.
Yeah, well, they're going to be Navy, but look at that turnout.
In case you want to know, it's just about 11.5 points. About 11.5 points.
I don't know what that stuff means.
Yeah. But,
does it mean they're going to win by 11, like 12 points? Or?
Yeah, Notre Dame's favored by 12.
Because I don't really understand that betting stuff. And
Don't, please, guys, don't gamble.
Don't gamble.
Yeah. You want to lose your money, you can gamble. If not, then just save your money and don't gamble. It's a waste of time. Like, for example, you can look at, like, the spread and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, Notre Dame is already percentage is at 77. So, not that close.
Already.
But let's get into the NFL.
Let's go.
What do we got?
What we got? What do we got? I'm still swelling my grief of Monday night of how heart-wrenching that game was. Here's another game that's this. Hey, no, it's interesting. You're telling me it starts at 7:10 p.m. and ends at 7:10 p.m. The reason I'm saying 7:10 because the first game Thursday night, probably another boring one. But if you're a Raider Bronco fan, this is just pretty much a Super Bowl, the AFC Championship back in like some 2000s when people started to hit people. So Denver winning 10-7 over the Raiders.
I mean, honestly,
defense.
I'm kind of surprised the score is that low.
Yeah, facts. To be honest.
Like, there's flaws with Bo Nix's made with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. We've made those two felt like Sean Payton got his Drew Brees, but I don't know now because there's moments like Broncos against the Jets, the worst year game he showed to the world. But like, get all that. I mean, the Raiders. Geno though, props to him. That man probably was bound with some sprained knee or a sprained quadriceps or quadriceps. I'm pronouncing that wrong, but he put in some guts. He wanted to keep playing. The Raiders' defense play like the best we have seen probably.
Yeah, it's like, why can't you do that every time? The thing is, though, Bo Nix to me is one of the biggest struggles on the Broncos. He's like the one flaw, honestly, if you ask me. Like, he's a good quarterback, but yet he's like top 5.
This is a game that Raiders should probably would have won, but no. Genty that tried to catch on a opposite shoulder, that hit like that. There's that. It's just like Bowers was quiet. Gino felt not too calm. Of course, battling through an injury. The defense played everything because the Broncos was just being flawless. Not flawless, that's not the right word, but just you can see it. Like Denver could have won this 34-7 for all we care, but like this was the best Raider game. Yes, we lost, but
it was the best effort that you guys give for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't play like a 2-17, but they are one.
I mean, it's just like in case you guys know where Jesse's at, he's enjoying the Gales right now. Not sure what the score is, but they're playing Ohio right now.
Like Ohio University?
Yeah, Ohio. Yes. The Bobcats. So, not sure what the score is about that game. Well, Jesse's enjoying it. But Jesse, he hopefully will join us shortly throughout our daily episodes. But continuing on, Broncos 10-7. I mean, the Raiders should have won it. But hey, the Raiders you saw Pete Carroll was acting to the special teams coach, so we know that. So clearly that guy's out.
I think he was fired like the day
after the game. Yeah, so like at least that's something new. All right, Colts Falcons.
I'm not giving that up.
Colts and the Falcons. Oh, sorry, folks. But Colts Falcons. Thank you. I mean, you finally gave Europe probably the best game.
Yeah, definitely the year.
Best competitive game.
It's just too bad of why they had the best game of the year.
But there's only one person, Daniel Jones. Finally, I guess he might be no longer that Jones we all know.
Well, yeah, he's Indiana Jones now.
He's Indiana Jones. But the player to really talk about, sorry, Jack, in fantasy that faced anyone that is Jonathan Taylor.
Like, okay.
And I'm happy.
I just want to say this. To every person out there who does fantasy football, if you're playing against Jonathan Taylor for a week, you might as well call it a surrender.
Because you're wave the white flag. Because
what did Jonathan Taylor do? He had the best performance of anyone in the entire league in years. And he does it against me when I've been suffering. So he wants to just kick me while I'm down. I can think of another bad thing that also happened in Germany, but I'm not going to bring that up. But it's – oh, my God. I got
you were 7-2 before facing me.
No, it's 6. Yeah.
Yeah, you were 7-2 before facing me.
I'm like the playoffs. I'm facing against that guy right there, though. I'm on next. But I mean, here's an advice: you play Jonathan Taylor any week, put your entire starting lineup in the bench because you're not winning that. He could probably defeat almost your entire happen in like one of the last few weeks. I do not plan on watching that game. I don't want to talk about it because he's going to score at least 2 touchdowns. At least 2. He'll probably score 4 touchdowns. He'll probably be like a quarterback and drop 5 touchdown passes.
You're thirsty and fancy right now.
This is...
All right. Enough fantasy. Let's go to the real sports, and just got to mention that. But
in all seriousness, the Falcons played great. The Colts put on a show. Went to over. But, I mean, it was just – I'm not going to say shout out to Jonathan Taylor because he murdered me, but shout out to Daniel Jones for playing well because he's a Jones.
But, like, I just want to talk about because, halfbacks, you don't see often winning MVP. It always goes to the QBs. It's understandable of how every QB you think of the years. But I feel like it's about time to just get a running back from Wisconsin, drafted by the Colts, I mean, he's I don't know. I think he won. I think he won Rookie of the Year, but like I feel like for just now, like Drake May.
No, I mean, there's no doubt that Jonathan Taylor's going to win Offensive Player of the Year.
No
There's
doubt about that. I just feel like I think just for a change, we just need like different positions to win.
Hey, when's the last time? Either I can look this up with one of you guys. When's the last time a non-quarterback won the NFL MVP?
And for people that are watching, let us know as well.
If you guys have the answer like out there, you can type it to us.
Type in the chat, please.
I think it was Adrian Peterson, but
research as we
give a little viewers a little project, not project, like an assignment.
Yeah, you're right.
What year? 2001.
2012. 2012.
2012. Okay. So it's been 13 years since the last non-quarterback won MVP.
I'm just saying, like, let's just, it's always secret. Let's just give it. I mean, just give it a take. I know Mayfield's been doing great. Drake, I don't know. Even though I feel the same about Drake May, I don't know if he's eligible, but heck, I don't know
if Drake May became eligible for MVP, we'd all really be in real trouble.
I know Matthew Stafford. I mean, we'll get to that game because that game, we'll get to it. Yeah. Hey, so the rookie. Hey, look, Rattler. I'm sorry, buddy. You tried to get your first win, but we got their first win. And you could pretty much say an upset because the Panthers, the way they're playing, beating the Packers.
Yeah, we were all expecting.
Because, they're rolling. But, the way the NFL has been.
Yeah, and it's always any given Sunday.
Indeed. But props to the Saints, 17-7. I mean, at least they get a win once in a while. Maybe they get a couple more before the end of the year. Well, that game, so Jets, they're selling it. And I know it's against the Browns, but it's very interesting because it's clearly, they're resetting and trying this again, I guess, is what the approach is. But Jets, after doing that, it just felt like, is there any questions of Gardner, a heck of a corner. So I don't know. It was of course, making them smart, but do you figure that actually maybe did something for their team? Or
I
mean, you think?
They're trying to hit the reset button. That's why they gave away all their players. But then you keep a few guys, including one who simply requested a trade. And then there's one guy that the Niners could have traded for, but they didn't have the courage to do it. Like Jake freaking Moody. All in all, they're trying to build for their future, and they're trying to start it as soon as possible. I'm not sure if Justin Fields will be the future quarterback there, because the Jets are going to be a bottom 5.
I don't want Mendoza to be a Jet because the Jets drafting quarterbacks is not.
They got to find the clear guy because okay, I could have told you drafting a quarterback from BYU was a mistake before. Yeah, and now Zach Wilson's back up on the Broncos.
Yeah, but yeah. So it's just we'll see. I mean, Mendoza being a Jet possibility, who knows? Well, the Patriots are officially legit.
Yeah, and honestly,
label has shifted. That has now. It's the empire of the NFL, right?
Yeah, it's like the empire risen from the dead.
Strike back.
The empire has officially striked back. Yeah. Now they're legit. Drake May is fighting this through.
Yeah, you got a good deal on him.
They made a gutsy call that pretty much won this game. They went on it on 4th down with 2 seconds until halftime to convert a 4th down, and they did it. And that was pretty much it. And heck, props to the rookie halfback. 2 TDs. I mean, the moment he broke through his space, you could see that athleticism, that speed. He just took off. Like, yeah, what a game for him. He had a huge breakout, but now the Patriots are legit. I mean, I know the Colts are doing good, but it's, we'll see what happens when we get to that part. But Vrabel changing that program.
Yeah.
Oh, not
I see.
the Titans were releasing him. He could have helped Ward out, but no, I don't know what the Titans did. That was a terrible mistake, and yeah. Well, the Ravens, here's those Baltimore Ravens from a 2-win. Now they're rolling. They have highest odds to win the division.
They finally got them back together.
I mean, McCarthy played well.
Not really.
But
Not really.
He threw like multiple interceptions, I think.
Played okay. But
Let's just say he struggled because I think Aaron Jones scored like 2 touchdowns.
all right. But Ravens, they're rolling. Here they come.
Yep. But how about Miami upsetting the Bills?
I mean,
That's a shock. Especially, I'd be a little concerned about the Patriots because now they got like they have a game advantage and they're in first place. They're on a roll. And Josh Allen, the Bills have been struggling, and
I don't know they're going to catch. They're probably not going to catch him.
And I mean, I'm going to say this because no one else is really going to say this. I'm not really. I think the Bills could be one of the more overrated teams because think about it.
Oh yeah.
Who do they have defensively that's good? Like Tre'Davious White, he's kind of washed. I barely even know who the captain is. It's just
I know it's Matt Milano.
I mean, he's okay, but he's getting old. Like, besides that, who is like a guy who solidifies that defense?
The defense overall.
Exactly. There's just no one. The thing about the Bills is, yeah, you got Josh Allen. Who else do you have? Well, you have James Cook too. But you don't have enough. Stephon Diggs decided not to leave. Honestly, I think they would be one of the they would be.
I guess if you kind of think of it now, when Diggs left, it was like Mahomes' test when he lost Hill. To be like, oh look, all you got is Hill, and you guys no. And now it's going to Allen. I think
the Bills are overrated.
I mean, yeah, Knox. I mean, they have Knox. I mean, he's a pretty good tight end. That's one of his targets. But he has a young receiving core. So I mean,
but when it comes to late December for when the playoffs approach it, when it hits January, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't hear the Bills name that much.
Okay, for a moment, they're going to say about the Bills not making the playoffs.
I mean, they're going to make the playoffs. I think they're going to be a one and done team.
We'll see about those Dolphins. They trade Phillips to Philly. We'll get to that game, I mean, wake up call, pretty much.
And I hope the Bills see this game as a wake up call. I really hope they do because you keep losing like this. You honestly might miss it if you keep playing like this.
Goodness gracious!
Especially against Miami, who's completely done. They traded one of their best defensive players. They still got Waddle and Tua, but Tua has been pretty much washed all year. It's a little concerning if you're a Bills fan, so I'd be a little worried. Bills Mafia.
I just don't know.
And when I watch this game,
I don't know if a year it has been, but I'm worried that you know how many concussions now Dart has gotten?
No.
No, how many?
I think 2.
That's 2 in a year?
Yeah. He had to play through one.
Why did he play through one? There's a thing of concussion protocol. You're
not
supposed to play.
I think Dayball was just trying to get him out because he couldn't stand Russell Wilson.
Yeah, and now Dayball got fired.
And Dayball got fired. Dart needs to learn how to slide.
Honestly,
if you're going to try to survive this year.
Honestly, they should have never hired Dayball to begin with. He was a recipe for disaster. He should go coach like kids like little.
Yes, the QB whisperer gave Jones in a way got the playoff win with Minnesota several years back with the upset. Upset, but I was with this NFL season.
I mean,
you guys see the Bears in 6
and the people out there, if you're a Packers fan, like, come on, you'd be a little concerned about the Bears. But here's what I have to say about the Bears. I'm not worried about the Bears because the Bears have had 2 back-to-back victories. So that's number 1. Number 2, have you seen the next people that the Bears play against? Like, if you check their schedule, I don't know how they're in first place to begin with, because this may be a photoshopped or if this is like some AI stuff going on or what have you. But their next 4 opponents, they play against the Steelers, you play at Eagles, and you play at Packers. I don't see them winning like 2 of those games. I see them winning 1 of those games. Who is it against? Probably the Steelers. But I don't see them beating the Vikings. I don't see them beating the Eagles. I don't see them beating the Packers. I don't really see them beating the Browns or the Packers again. The Niners, and then you're not beating the Lions. So I don't think the Bears are going to make the playoffs anyway. But at the same time, I don't know how this is happening at the same time. It's weird. It's a weird year.
As I told us at the beginning, this NFL season it's going to be one of those rare, weird seasons. Bills losing to the Dolphins, knowing about the Bills. They got the Bears finally gets to have their coach, you could say, helping Caleb out. But of course, Caleb is also not be with the Bears.
Like the whole thing is, you only beat the Bengals by 5. You only beat the Giants by 4. Big teams, but like against the good teams, you've lost. You lost to the Vikings. You lost to the Lions. You lost to the Ravens. Those are good teams. The Cowboys are not good. The Raiders are not good. The Commanders are not good. The Saints are horrible. The Bengals are not good. And the Giants suck. So I'm not worried if I'm you, I wouldn't lose sleep over it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lose sleep, but it's just seeing the Bears at 6-3.
Yeah,
like,
because did you know that the Bears have allowed more points more than they have scored points? They're just lucky right now, and I don't see them win the next 4 games.
Yeah, I mean, look at those Packers. Well, Seattle. I mean, right now,
I don't want to talk about Seattle. You guys can talk about this.
I'm just saying, we'll see about these Niners. Right now, the future's a bit blurry. But right now, we could say it's LA and Seattle. They're playing next week, so that game is going. They should flex that a Monday night stuff because
that game ends
right now it's for the moment Seattle and LA for the division. So flip a coin for that one. Well, here's the other thing: the Jags got outscored 27-0 in the fourth quarter from a Stanford quarterback of Davis Steele Mills from Stanford, as I say again. As I mentioned, and the Texans pull it out 36-29.
Yeah. Thing is, though, the Texans scored 26 unanswered points. The Jaguars are in shambles, and Travis Hunter is out for the year. The Jaguars are a bit of a mess right now.
Lions dominated the Commanders. Do we want to talk to y'all?
I got a lot to say about this. So let's start.
Because golly, I was watching it. Then I was on the radio doing some yard work, and I'm just like,
okay. So here, I'm gonna start with this. Okay, so San Francisco. This loss is not on you as a team. This loss is on John Lynch. I said it last week. I said if the Niners lose to the
And
Rams,
Drew,
it is going to be John
Drew,
Lynch's
make
fault.
sure to share your thoughts. You can talk over Jack. Like, talk
If you got something to say, you just let me know. But I mean, it's just you had every chance to trade for a guy. You didn't have the courage to do so. So other teams did it for you, and you got screwed. I mean, Seattle got someone, but the Rams didn't, which I'm still really shocked that they didn't get anybody. But I mean, it's just and Juwan Jennings, stop dropping key catches all the damn time and stop fumbling the ball, you trucker. But it's just this team.
Well, here's the other thing. Here's what I want to say.
John Lynch is officially a joke. I hope that San Francisco booed him whenever you'd see him on the field. And, like, the thing is, though, Mac Jones played his butt off in that game. He threw for over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns, and he only had 6 incompletions, 33 of 39. So he played very well. It's just your defense sucked, which you needed to add value. And you didn't do so, and it shows. Like, what was the thing that happened? First drive, Kyren Williams, 2-yard rush touchdown. Second drive, Puka Nacua, 22-yard touchdown. Third drive, Dallas Allen, 4-yard touchdown. The first, second, third drives that the Rams all had were all touchdowns. And at one point, it was 21-0. And I was like, you might as well call game over because there's no way they're coming back from this. So then, okay, so late second quarter goes in. Juwan Jennings scores a touchdown to make up for his screw-up that he did. And then the third quarter hits. Brian Robinson rushes in for a touchdown, his second touchdown for the year, I believe. But then all of a sudden, just from there, you just let the game get away. Well, you kind of let it get away from you. And first off, Devontae Adams was running all over your ass, especially Ronaldo Green. You need to get off the Niners team. And honestly, if you get cut, I hope you never come back again. Like, honestly. Like, Luke Farrell, he had a good touchdown, so then you made it close. But Eddie Piñero's, like, PAT was blocked because there was horrible blocking. That was not on him. I know the same thing happened with Moody. I didn't blame Moody for that. I didn't blame him for that. I'm not blaming Eddie Piñero for this. It was all linemen. And then all of a sudden, like, Kyren Williams touchdown, Colby Parkinson touchdown, and then George Kittle scores a touchdown to finish the game. The Niners disgust me. So much so to the point where this was the first time I've seen a Niner loss, and I wasn't pissed off at the same time. Because usually I like moan and complain. I'll admit that stuff. But like this time, I just sat down and I did not care. I just went through my day. After that, I turned off the TV and I just played Xbox the rest of the day. I didn't give a damn. And if the Niners are going to show me that they're not going to put value into the team, then why should I care for value in their team? Because if you're not going to show value to fans, then what kind of fans are you going to have? Because fans were pissed that you did not do anything. And it's shown in the front office too. We know some things that go on there. They're not private. They're known. You act like we don't know stuff. John Lynch, you better, if you don't do something in the offseason, honestly, I hope you get fired. I'm saying this directly to you. I hope to God you get fired. If there's going to be any hope for me of having a decent year, it is you being fired, honestly. Because you put no value into this team. You didn't trade for a defensive player. And the fact that the 49ers gave up 42 points, and the last time you played against the Rams, you beat them in their house in overtime, and the Rams all of a sudden celebrate like they won the damn Super Bowl. Also, they're a bunch of assholes for celebrating like that. Like, dude, you beat the Niners like JV team. You didn't beat their actual team. You just had a couple good guys, and then everybody else was pretty much either on a practice squad or, like, backups. They weren't actual starters. The only starter was, like, Deommodore Lenoir, who's getting burned all game also, and Bryce Huff, and that's all you got. You could have traded for Jalen Phillips. He went to Philadelphia. And look what he did against the Packers. He was a one-man wrecking crew. Even Amon knows it.
Mm-hmm.
One man had serious value. You could have added Trey Hendrickson. You could have added
the dude from the Giants. Whatever his name is.
You could have added Kayvon Thibodeau. You could have added Brian Burns, but you didn't. I still can't get over the fact that they did absolutely nothing. They did as much as all of us, my family in this house, and your guys' families. We did as much as John Lynch did during the trade deadline. And that should tell you something about how crappy of a job he does doing that.
They just did the Warriors for the last 2 weeks.
The good hope for the Niners, the good hope about them is for the next 4 weeks, you play bad teams. For example, this upcoming weekend, you play against the Cardinals, who you've been very good against, But you got to watch out for Trey McBride and Jacoby Brissett's been playing very well, so you got to watch out for those two. You play against the Panthers, who are like okay and then good and then bad another week and all this other stuff. But it's what the heck? But like you play against Panthers, then you play against the Browns with Dylan Gabriel, who've been struggling all year. The only issue I have with this game, it's during the winter, and it's going to be freezing in that game. And you don't tend to play well in that element, so that worries me. And then you play against the Titans, and I mean the Titans just suck. But you have a bye week.
Wash.
A bye week from, like you play the Browns, and you have a bye week, and then you have the Titans. So you can get your stuff together, and players can heal up, and that's great. But then your last 3 games are tough. You play against the Colts. Jonathan Taylor's going to score like 50 touchdowns. The Bears, I'm a little concerned about because Caleb Williams having a good year, and then the Seahawks, which could decide if the Niners make the playoffs or not. So it's going to be something to do. Like I'm mad at you guys right now, but if you, I'll forgive you if you can win 3 of the 4 games, or if you want all the games, you go 10-4 and you make the playoffs. Just win the next 4 weeks. You keep it's like win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. Keep how about win, 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 win. Do that. Come on, be better, guys. Let's go. Beat the Cardinals.
Drew?
I mean, I did not watch the game, honestly. I didn't really, watch the game fully. But just give up 42 points, kind of embarrassing, But honestly, Rams are a really good team. But yeah, John Lynch, you kind of pull a Mike Dunleavy. Like you literally just pull a Mike Dunleavy, and like it's kind of I don't know. I wish you did. I don't know. Obviously, we're gonna boo you because you didn't do anything because we needed pieces because we've been struggling and we needed that and we need, like Jack said, valuable and John Lynch, I just hope that you're on a table. You're on a freaking table right now and you're on a break.
You're on thin freaking ice, dude. You're on thin ice.
You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice right now and you deserve the boos. You deserve every single hatred of every freaking Niner fans. And I hope you can go have a fun vacation in Cancun at the end of the season. Yeah, I hope you have that. And hopefully Jed York can hopefully you can do your freaking job. Hopefully you do your job, and hopefully, I mean, if you don't do well in the draft or in the offseason, yeah, you're probably like Nico Harrison.
Honestly, they should have fired. Yeah. Honestly, yeah, that's actually good.
Here's another question. So you're telling Brock Purdy, the guy you paid for I don't know how much dollar bills this
53 a year. 53 million a
you
year.
had a chance to start him, but you decided to go with Mac Jones. Why pay a guy that has barely even started? I mean, Mac Jones, he's getting a starting job. Might not be the Niners, but right now he's still earning a starting job. But you guys paid Brock Purdy. I know what's happening where he's not going to sacrifice for CMC's career or something, but like, you guys paid him. If he's going to be healthy enough, just start him. I know he had a bad game with Jacksonville.
Here's another thing I got to say. Not too many Niner fans are going to admit this, like out loud. Brandon Ayuk and Brock Purdy robbed the 49ers. Brandon Ayuk has been spotted at practice, and he's looking very athletic, and he looks like he's back in shape again, but yet they still won't open his practice window. So at this point, I'm thinking, do you just shut him down? Because you don't have that many games left in the season. You only have 7 games. You're less than halfway done. I would honestly, at this point, I would shut down him. I would actually shut down Ricky Pearsall too, because every time it's like,
I agree with you.
I look at this guy's Instagram. It's like RSF49 or something like that, and it's like you're saying he's expected to practice and he's expected to play. I've been hearing that for the past 6 weeks.
And I don't
know. He's going to play. No, he didn't play. I would put Brandon Ayuk still on the IR, shut him down for the year. I would shut down Ricky Pearsall for the year. Ricky Pearsall and Brandon Ayuk, if it were me, they would not take another snap for the rest of the year.
Clearly at this point, I'm just thinking, if you're just going to say all this, then he's not playing.
Yeah.
You're waiting for next year.
And as for Purdy,
if possible.
Purdy, yes, he's dealing with the toe turf injury, but he should be 100% by now. Because it's been weeks since that happened. It's been over a month, actually.
He was probable.
And the quarterback controversy is Mac Jones is playing very well, where Brock Purdy would tend to struggle. I think the 49ers jumped the gun too soon. Because this is also another what if. What if the Niners drafted Mac Jones instead of Trey Lance? Because Kyle Shanahan wanted to draft Mac Jones, not Trey Lance. That was John Lynch's decision. I could already give multiple reasons why John Lynch should honestly be fired, literally. But I'll do that on another episode. But it's just, I heard the Niners going to try to keep Mac Jones for next year and offer him a decent contract, not like Brock Purdy style, but a good one.
Like a backup type of money.
But at the same time, you could also use Mac Jones in a trade value. You could trade, for example, Mac Jones to the Jets for their first-round pick and draft someone really good. That's a potential trade I could see happening. And that question is, do you draft a receiver? I would probably draft a D lineman at this point because at this point we could take fans from the stands for defensive linemen. Heck, I could play defensive lineman. I would apply for it if it was on a LinkedIn thing or something want to play for the 49ers defensive lineman or defensive edge? Sign up right here, and I would sign up in a heartbeat. But Mac Jones and Brandon Ayuk are thieves of the Niners' money.
We need a new strength coach.
Yeah, we need a strength and conditioning coach, new trainers. They need to reset the entire They need to create a sick bay for the Niners.
We need a new strength coach for sure. Fire, I don't know who our strength coach is, but send his booty to Cancun.
Yeah.
That is it.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah.
Sunday night. I thought this was going to be exciting, but the Steelers are just the Steelers.
The Steelers suck. The Steelers actually suck. I think Aaron Jones is going to call it a career.
25-10.
Aaron
Chargers win it. Harbaugh gets a win. Yippee-ki-yay.
Ramon, you want to tell us what happened here?
Can we have the stirring
Because
pot?
I think I fell asleep at halftime. Because it's the first time.
This was so heart-wrenching. The defense, y'all played with grit, heart, and everything. You contained Saquon. You only give it one big play, that throw to Devontae Smith. I mean, that was a heck of a catch.
Yeah,
I can't blame that.
Keep Jalen Hurts in check. You shut down A.J. Brown very well.
Right now, at this point, the speculation is LaFleur. And I agree. Seeing this crap over and over, it's like LaFleur. Jordan Love has been under Aaron Rodgers literally half his freaking year. Let the man, in the game, they're saying, he's talking to him, what do we do to help him? I'm like, this dude is good as he is. Just give him the plays. Let him be him. Because who does a 4th and 1 and it gets fumbled on a shotgun? The Eagles.
That was a pass.
The Eagles read the play before we even made it. LaFleur, I know this team with the trade of Micah, you got to trade of Micah. I mean, think of the Eagles. When A.J. Brown got traded, a lot of Philly fans say, Sirianni, don't even touch this team. Because they're if you touch it, it might crumble immediately. Well, look at that. They won a Super Bowl, so he's off the hook. Back to the freaking Packers. LaFleur, you can't see Jordan Love as just an average QB. He's been under the range of Rodgers. It's pretty soon you got to go. I mean, clearly after this year, depending how this goes, he's going to have to go. We have to find someone that has at least some champion grit or something.
Who are you
or has the power to
Brian Dable?
I don't care. But LaFleur, either you need to fix this crap or fix this crap and stop giving up these teams. The Browns that was just the team being all cocky, saying about undefeated at week 3. That was baloney or bullshit. Sorry, I'm just pissed right now.
Yeah, let it out. Let's go.
Let's
Like-
team out.
It's bullshit.
That's
Panthers. It's like it's just this whole thing. It's
Dude,
just
losing to the Panthers is bad enough.
like that. That was like the Browns. I kind of give them give them a pass, but it's like the Eagles' defense. Like heck, who's a Super Bowl team that scores 10 points off a freaking bye week? Like the Green Bay defense. Y'all played your part. LaFleur, just fix it, please, because I'm assuming you're going to be done. I mean, the Giants game coming up, you better score like 40, or 35, like 30 range at least, because you just can't. Honestly, Jacobs, you carry the ball, 22 carries, not 100 yards, but you got us a score. But we had time after time with this game. And sure, McManus, maybe when there's a timeout, don't kick a 64-yard on a warm ball. Like, you almost had it, because you saw what happened when the timeout occurred. You kicked it, and I don't know, maybe just hit the grass more than the ball, and it flung out like a frisbee. Like it's golf frisbee. Like, sure, Love, he could have done the Hail Mary and see what happens. But it's just LaFleur. You just got to fix this. I love that this team is now just too grand, or you got to give a play call or something. Because you trade for a guy like Micah. You pretty much have 4 years to give away. I'm sorry, I'm just going with the future. I mean, yes, Green Bay, please get in the playoffs and make a run. But just overall wise, we're going to be talking about this Micah trade. If you can't get at least one to Lombardi, back to the Lombardi world. That's my take. You guys go.
Okay, you.
If you guys saw it.
Christian Watson.
That was the first time a team did not score in the first half since 2009. That was the Browns against the Ravens on a Monday night game. This was just one of the most unheard of games I've ever seen in my life. It was definitely a defensive game. And, I mean, the Packers should have won that game. But Jordan Love had, like, a boneheaded play where he was about to get sacked, but then he just tosses and he, like, loses the football. And you could have gotten a field goal out of that. So, really, this should have been 10-10 going to overtime. And who knows how that turns out. But, I mean, Jordan Love with a boneheaded play, Matt LaFleur with a boneheaded offensive coaching. They just
the Love fumble, that you should just take the sack. I know you're trying to make a play, but just take the sack.
Yeah, sometimes, like, there's things where you can make. Also, if you take that sack, you're still in field goal range. McManus is not a scrub. I mean, that trying to make a game-winning kick, that was one of the worst game-winning attempts I've ever seen in my life. But at the same time, that one field goal before halftime was in field goal range. It was like inside the 40.
And not only that, it's just the Packers now are going to hit the division week. The only team I'm pretty much like the Lions now, since they now know who they are seeing in week 1, we know what they're going to be like when we face them. Thank you for inviting us for your Thanksgiving Classic. You know, the Vikings, we'll see where that. The freaking Bears, we're going to beat them. I know, like right now at this point, like last year they get it. Let's just regain the win streak. No, let's not the Bears try to win those consecutive years now. Let's not let that happen. Come on now. But, like, I mean, like, Packers, they're going to make it to the playoffs. But, like, if he's going to still do this crap, man, it's just like he might be done. I mean, you just need to fix it or just give up something.
Yeah.
Because Love has the potential, but I feel like it's LaFleur, I don't know, just shoving too many words in his head. And it's just like, I know Love, he's been having those moments of making the deep plays. Like, you take deep shots. I know sometimes with double or triple cover, that's like, okay. But it's like Christian Watson's a deep threat. Not only that, this game we missed Tucker Kraft already. I mean, Tucker Kraft will probably
Losing Tucker Kraft is a major blow.
Sure, the Packers, they could at least trade for like Njoku from Cleveland or something. That would have been a heck of a pick. But like, I get it. They didn't make a trade because you guys made the trade. Now you got to see it, and it's just.
I mean, Musgrave is still pretty solid though.
Yeah, Musgrave is a solid tight end, but it's like Kraft for the blocking, for the run blocking. He's like everything.
Yeah, he was one of the key
blockers. But continue on, guys.
I got nothing else. What about you, Drew?
I mean, Christian Watson, you could caught the third and 20, wherever the crap that he whatever it was, but he should have caught that. Yeah, I mean, boneheaded play by Jordan Love, McManus. I don't know. Kick was dark crap. It was a good game overall and defensive game, like everyone said. But yeah, McFur, you might shoot. I don't know.
Packers. I mean, sorry I said 30. I'm just exaggerating, but yeah, I get like 20. Like, come on. Like, you got to at least get in the 20 range. Like, that shootout with Dallas was just, defense collapsing, offense picks it up. It's this whole seesaw stuff. But anyway. It's just, you make a trade like this. This is your window. Or you at least got to make a deep run. You made the trade. No first-round picks next year.
Really?
Yeah, we traded it.
For who?
Micah, right?
Micah, right.
We made the trade to give up even a first round. And that's so funny about, you know what Dallas did? They did a poison pill for the Eagles not to grab Micah. They did a poison pill to the deal.
Well, there was no way the Cowboys were going to give.
They don't do that, but it's like a Green Bay or something.
No way. Also, the thing is, like unwritten rule, you do not do a trade with your division opponent.
I mean,
it doesn't happen.
I would probably invite Noel to see his reaction, but maybe some point down the line.
Let's do the prediction then.
Let's do the picks. So, well, I don't care about the Jets. Patriots are winning.
Patriots, yeah.
Patriots.
Why is that? I know the Patriots are debuting their jerseys. So that's the only reason. Might as well do it Thursday night. Well, I know the Dolphins are probably.
Yeah. That's an international game, and it's in España.
Those Madrid, Spain.
Dolphins.
I got Dolphins.
Texans.
It's like,
if Green Bay lose to Giants, there's going to be a problem and concern.
Well, if they lose to the Giants, you might as well call it a year.
At this point,
yeah.
I got Packers.
But LaFleur, this is like his last year, pretty much. The next year, they'll decide extend or don't and just move on. But yeah, Packers, just like you guys score 20 plus, please. I know the Giants have a pretty good defense, but you just got to take advantage. Because if Russell Wilson started, you definitely got to win the game. Panthers, Falcons.
I got Falcons.
Falcons.
I don't know about Bryce Young if he's injured. I'm gonna roll with them as well. I'm going for the Vikings over the Bears.
Vikings.
Vikings.
Ooh.
Well, Bill.
Buccaneers.
I don't know what's going to happen. Wait, is this in Florida still? No, it's in
Buffalo. No, it's in Buffalo.
The bottom team's the home team.
Okay. In Buffalo.
I got Buccaneers. I got Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Yeah. I don't like.
I'm not confident in picking the
Bills. Bills got some stiff competition. Got the Bucks.
Yeah, I'm not confident.
Chargers. I got the Chargers over the
Chargers.
Yeah, Chargers.
I don't even know. I'm going to say, here we go, folks. Round 2.
I got Bengals. Bengals are coming off a bye week.
Yeah. Bengals.
Do you have to ask me?
Nope. Ding, ding.
Another rival game.
Another
Niners.
rival game.
Niners.
Oh, honestly, I feel like going for the Cardinals. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm just gonna roll with it because I don't know about these nine. I mean, hopefully, I'm hoping they're gonna bounce back, but I'm gonna go with the Cards because I like. Yikes. Now this game though.
Tie.
Oh,
Tie.
you can say they tie.
If they actually tie, though, that'll be crazy.
That would be crazy. This is gonna be a high scoring game. Like
Honestly, to be honest, though, I can kind of imagine this in a tie.
I don't know why this shouldn't. No, I get the whole Sean Payton. If Sean Payton Carroll, you might as well flip this. You could flip this to here, or let this be here, and let this be a Monday night game. But I know the Chiefs have been like, I think there's a limit now. You can't just.
Yeah, I would personally switch the Rams and Seahawks game for the Cowboys Raiders.
Yeah, make this a Monday night.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do a Sunday night, but make this a Monday night and let this be an afternoon game. Because honestly, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing.
But yeah, I got to tie then. Actually, seriously, I'm going to put that on the record. Chiefs and Broncos, that's going to be a really good one.
I don't know. I'm not. This is a flip of a coin because they're rolling, but
Tie.
I know you're saying a tie, but for me,
41-41. The score is.
or the Rams.
There you go.
I'll go Denver. We're all going for Denver, even though.
Yeah,
I'm going to go
Denver.
Broncos.
Well, Ravens or the Browns. Unless Shador. Hey, can Shador start?
We'll see.
Hello. We want to
Hopefully.
see it. I know he's been hurt, but when?
Wait,
Now-
Shadur Sanders has been hurt?
Yeah, had a back injury.
No. He has been playing.
He has?
He hasn't. How did he
Yeah,
get
yeah.
hurt when he's not playing?
Yeah, he had like a back injury.
What is he, like a stiff back?
Who
Didn't sleep
knows?
properly? Come on, man. How do you get injured and you're not playing? That's insane to me.
I know. But I got Ravens.
The
Yeah.
Thriller in Philly. Hey, Dan Campbell doing play calling. What's your guys' thoughts on that? He's taking the sheets.
Not surprising. I mean, Dan Campbell wants to go for it on fourth down, even if it's like 4th and 40.
Instead of him making the choice, he'll make it for.
Yeah, it's good. He's trying to be the enforcer. And I like that.
Okay, now can he carry that with Philly?
Yeah, but I got the Lions. The Eagles are not going to be so lucky this time.
This would be a
Detroit.
good.
Jameer Gibbs is going to go off.
Detroit is winning.
I like out of all that, the only team I don't mind winning the division is the Lions.
So you're gonna say the Lions?
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
now for some
All right,
reason,
cool.
Jerry World making trades. Might as well put it Monday night. Pretty much it's a home game in Vegas. I don't know why they're doing this, but I think the Raiders can pull this off.
I mean,
think they're
the
going to
thing
pull
is,
this off.
the Cowboys have a really good offense. It's just their defense is questionable.
But if the Raiders teams can play like that Thursday,
Oh, if the
they're
Raiders
gonna-
do just play that, then I mean,
they're going to win this game.
like going into this game, I don't know if I feel confident taking the Raiders. But I'm gonna do it anyway. I got the Raiders.
Raider Nation, stand up. Yeah, that's our picks.
Those are our picks. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the weekend. Salute to our veterans.
Happy
Salute
Veterans.
to veterans.
Have a good
Happy Veterans Day, people.